Have you ever wondered if it's possible to read minds? Picture this. A young student, intrigued by the enchanting world of Zen, approaches a wise Zen master with this very question. His eyes shimmer with curiosity and a touch of skepticism. His heart beats with anticipation, yearning for an answer that could open a door to a universe of understanding he has only begun to perceive. "Master," he asks, "is it possible to truly understand the thoughts and feelings of another? Can we in essence read minds?" The air hangs heavy with the weight of the question. The master, his eyes twinkling with wisdom, looks at the student. A gentle smile plays on his lips as he prepares to reveal the first step on this fascinating journey. "Ah," he begins, his voice as calm as the morning sea. "You've asked an important question." And with a knowing smile, he begins his answer. The master's eyes twinkled with wisdom as he spoke. "To truly understand another's mind," he began, "one must first understand their own. It's like trying to read a book in a foreign language without knowing the language itself. It's not just about the words, but the meaning behind them, the context, the emotions. And so, your journey starts within," he continued. "Each mind is a unique universe filled with thoughts, feelings, fears, and desires. But at the core, we are all human, bound by the same basic needs and emotions. By understanding your own mind, you gain the ability to relate, to empathize, to truly connect with others." The Zen master's words resonated deeply within the student, stirring a newfound curiosity. "So, the path to understanding others begins with understanding myself," the student mused, his mind buzzing with questions and ideas. "I am ready to learn more." The master smiles. "Indeed it does. But remember, the journey is as important as the destination." "The journey," the master said, "starts within." And so the student embarks on the path of self-awareness, guided by the wisdom of the Zen master. To truly understand the minds of others, you must first understand your own. This is the foundation of empathy, the master teaches. He speaks of mindfulness, of observing one's thoughts and feelings without judgment. Through this practice, he explains, you become intimately familiar with the landscape of your own mind. You recognize your emotions as they arise, your thoughts as they come and go. This understanding, he says, is the key to understanding others. When you know your own mind, you can see the echoes of your thoughts and feelings in others. You begin to recognize the universality of human experience. The student, intrigued, resolves to practice mindfulness. It is a journey inward, to the heart of understanding. One day, by the river, the master shared a metaphor. He said, "Consider the river. It flows with grace and tranquility, untroubled by the world around it. Its surface, when calm and clear, beautifully reflects the environment." The Zen master then pointed out the connection. "Our minds," he explained, "are much like this river. When we allow our thoughts to flow freely, unencumbered by judgment or preconceived notions, our mind achieves a state of serenity. In this tranquil state, our mind can reflect, with clarity and understanding, the thoughts and feelings of others." He emphasized that a turbulent mind, like a stormy river, distorts the reflection. Thus, the importance of inner calmness and clarity cannot be overstated in our quest to understand others. The student, reflecting on the river, begins to grasp the depth of the master's words. "Listen," the master said, "beyond the words." The art of deep listening, he explained, is a cornerstone of Zen. It's more than just hearing words spoken out loud. It's about tuning into the subtle undertones, the hushed whispers of emotion that echo in the silences. It's about understanding the unsaid, the thoughts and feelings that often go unvoiced. He emphasized, when you listen deeply, you listen not just with your ears, but with your heart and your mind. You listen to the tone, the pace, the pauses. You listen to the breaths taken, the sighs released. You listen to the rhythm of emotions, the melody of thoughts. The student, in his practice, began to understand. He started to hear more than just words. He heard the laughter hidden in a sigh, the sorrow veiled in a smile, the love whispered in silence. The student, practicing deep listening, starts to hear more than just words. The master one day spoke about the heart. To truly understand another, we must not merely listen with our ears, but with our hearts. It is in this space that empathy and compassion are born, he said. The master elaborated, Empathy is the ability to feel what another is feeling, to step into their shoes and view the world from their perspective. It's an emotional bridge that connects hearts and fosters understanding. He continued, compassion, on the other hand, is the emotional response to empathy, a deep desire to alleviate the suffering of another. The Master emphasized, when we cultivate empathy and compassion, we open our hearts to the emotions of others. We not only hear their thoughts, but we also feel their emotions. The student, moved, realizes the power of empathy. The journey to understanding minds, he understood, was a voyage of the heart. In time, the student had an enlightening realization. He began to see the wisdom in the Zen master's teachings. The essence of understanding minds was not about piercing the veil of another's thoughts, as one might initially think. Instead, it was about fostering a deep sense of empathy, a connection that transcends the boundaries of self and other. It was about feeling the rhythm of another's heart and tuning into the melody of their thoughts and emotions. This realization was not an invasion of privacy, but a profound connection, a bridge built on understanding and compassion. The student saw that this was the true art of reading minds, an art rooted in the Zen principles of mindfulness, empathy, and compassion. With a heart full of gratitude, the student, enlightened, thanks the Master for his wisdom. The student, now a teacher, passes on the wisdom. He stands before his eager students, the cycle of wisdom continuing, unbroken. Understanding minds, he begins, is not about penetrating the thoughts of others, but about empathy, connection, and compassion. He shares the teachings of the old master, his words carrying the weight of years of introspection and self-discovery. The mind, he says, is like a mirror. It reflects the world around us. To understand others, we must first understand ourselves. We must keep our minds clean and clear, free from the dust of misconception and prejudice. His students listen, their minds open, ready to embark on their own journey of understanding. The new teacher, content, sees his students begin their own journey. The wisdom of Zen, like a lantern, passes on from one generation to the next, illuminating the path to understanding and empathy.